So excuse the mess in here. Obviously there's a little bit of dirt. So I messed up a little bit. I cut this one to 6 feet, but I didn't account for how big these were. So this bottom leg, obviously I want to stick back there in that flat spot, but that's only 5 foot 10 inches. I cut this at 6 feet. This is now stuck on here. So I'm trying to figure out how to get those off so that I can cut it just a couple inches shorter. And then right now I'm taking measurements of this piece. I have the height already, but I just need the length of this piece and then the length of that piece that's gonna go back there. So I did a little bit of miscalculation here. I am missing 2 of just my standard elbows, like that one. This post is gonna go up here. I'm not gonna have a support brace down here. These 3 ways back here are gonna go in the very back right there. And the other elbows I had are gonna go for that little leg, kind of similar to that one, but that leaves me short 2 of these. So I'm not too sure why I got 2 more T's. Doesn't quite make sense. I mean, unless I just cut that, but I don't really want to do that. I am off to Lowe's to get this figured out. Okay, so never mind. I didn't actually miscalculate anything. These 2 are going in the back, on the top and the top, to support that back beam. These 2 elbows are gonna go right here, just like that. That one, I thought I was gonna do an elbow, but I'm actually gonna do a T so I can have another support bar going across that wheel well. And then I'll have another T at the top of that one. This 3-way piece is gonna go in the very back corner. This 3-way piece is gonna go at the top of this support bar. And then I'm also gonna use these 2 T's to do sort of just one other support beam going up, because I was originally gonna do a beam in the middle coming across, but to do that you need to have a 4-way PVC joint, which I nowhere around here had, so. Okay, so now the side support's done. They fit pretty nicely in here. I'm gonna use this little tie down eventually, maybe get like a bungee or some paracord and just tie this up in here so that it doesn't move around when I'm driving. There is another little mount right here. So there's my 2 side boards, and like I said, I was gonna do a cross beam, but I really couldn't find the little 4-way joints, so now I'm getting ready. This was my original piece that I cut to 6 feet, which was too long because I didn't account for the fittings on the end. So this ended up being 5 feet 10 inches, but I do have to cut off, I want to say 3 or 4 inches because I'm going to do another support beam in the middle here. So I'm going to have one more big piece running this way, and then I'm going to have a little beam coming up in the middle here. The height that I have on all of these is 7.5 inches. That was just enough to just barely clear my wheel well. These little beams back here, these were 5 inches exactly. Again, those are 7.5. That's 5. This one I believe is 42. This one I think was 25 inches, I want to say. But again, these are 7.5, 7.5. It is 26 inches wide which fittings on the end, it ends up being about like 30 to 32 inches. I'll measure it obviously again once I get my board cut up. So now I'm going to work on taking this piece apart and then making little cross joint supports for here. So yeah, change of plans again, because I feel like anything that I plan incorrectly. So I'm not gonna do a beam going this way. I thought that I needed 4-way joints. I was gonna do a beam here and a beam here, but then sitting here, I thought, why don't I just cut this piece, put a joint here, cut this piece, put a joint here, and then I'll have a brace in the middle. Why did I not think of that to begin with? I'm gonna work on cutting this. I need one more of these long pieces to run along the bottom here, and then I should be pretty good. Okay, and then here's another visual with this long piece buttoned up a little bit. So like I said, I'm gonna have a piece running from here to here, and then have a cross piece running in the middle right there. And then my last little fitting is gonna go up on top just like that, and then I'll have a beam running right there. And then I feel like this will be pretty comfy. I mean, I'm pretty small, I'm pretty short. Right now I'm sitting on the wheel well, and my head doesn't touch the ceiling, so there's a lot of room in here. And then my next step is obviously blind. My topper is pretty cool because it came with a little clothes rack. Not too sure what else I can do in here. And then I did have a little light that I don't even know where that went, to be honest. So I'm debating if I want to cut width piece up there first, or if because I know I need one more 7.5 tall piece, and then I'm gonna need another 26-inch long piece. And then now I just gotta measure from there to the cross joint, there to the end, and then this middle length. And then obviously I gotta cut that one up again, which should be fun. So yeah. Okay, so now I have my width piece cut, and then I also have my height piece right here. I'll just beat that in. I'm waiting to button this one up because I still have to take that piece off so that I can cut it and make my little cross joint. So I have to take all that apart in a second. But I got this one on, which I'm wondering if maybe I could put it on right now. Hang on, all right, it's making progress. I got this whole side done. The last thing I gotta do is make my little cross joint. I should be great. And you know what? Actually, looking at this right now, I really should have put something right here. So I wonder if maybe I can just cut a piece that's a little bit too long when I'm done, and then maybe just like epoxy it on here, at least so I have something sturdy. But I really wanted a beam going across the middle. So now I gotta see if I can rip that apart, which might be hard because I've been literally hammering everything into place because I'm kind of dumb. But hey, at least this is a learning experience, so yeah. Oh my god, I did it! I freaking did it! So this is nice. So it's almost 8. I know it looks really crooked, it's not yet. Everything's not like completely buttoned up yet, but I did it! This is so exciting! So I'm gonna have enough room here. I left this open so that I can get those really long plastic bins, and then I can, you know, put them under here. Maybe I'll get like a little divider in there, and then I'm probably gonna put like extra bedding and pillows and stuff under here. I'm so excited. It's like done. And unfortunately, I do not have a table saw, but I have a little stand. So I'm just gonna use the little demo saw over there and hope for the best. The only downside is I'm not quite tall enough to reach the end, because ideally I would want to start at one end. Also, to preface, I cannot cut straight lines even on like a piece of paper, but if it's a little bit crooked, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll have bedding over it anyway, so no one will even know. But yeah. Okay, so all that this is just a great visual representation that I can't even draw straight lines. Here is the final result. I can fit everything under here. My wheel well cutouts are actually perfect. I put 4 screws in each corner, but honestly this piece is so heavy that I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Sort of made a makeshift thing right there, but it's pretty snug. Yeah.